Have you ever noticed how the smartest person in the room is usually the quietest? They don't overshare, they don't argue, and they definitely don't talk about everything they know. But why? Because wisdom isn't loud, it's selective. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 things a truly wise person will never talk about. Not because they're hiding, but because silence is their most powerful strategy. If you want to be respected without shouting, understood without over-explaining, and feared without ever lifting your voice, stay until the end. Because once you understand what the wise never say, you'll understand how they rise silently. 1. Their wealth or success. Wise people understand that true power doesn't need to be advertised. They don't brag about their income, cars, or achievements because they know the ones who talk the most often have the least. Instead of flexing, they let their actions and aura do the talking. As Marcus Aurelius said, asterisk, don't waste time talking about what a good man is. Be one. Asterisk. And while others chase attention, the wise attract it by staying silent. 2. Their future plans. Most people overshare their goals for validation, but wise people know the more you talk, the less you do. That's why they move in silence, building in private and revealing only the result. They protect their dreams from unnecessary energy, judgment, and sabotage. Their motto? Let success make the noise, not your mouth. And as we move forward, there's another topic the wise always keep close to the chest. 3. Their personal life and relationships. You'll never hear a wise man gossip about his partner, his family drama, or his private life. Why? Because peace thrives in privacy. They value emotional security, not emotional exposure. They don't seek sympathy or attention. They seek stability. What's sacred is kept safe. What's safe is kept silent. And speaking of silence, there's another powerful reason the wise don't speak. For their good deeds. Wise people don't post every time they help someone. They don't need applause for their kindness, because they know real virtue doesn't need witnesses. They help quietly, love deeply, and walk away without expecting credit. Seneca said, asterisk, when you give, let it be like the left hand doesn't know what the right is doing. Asterisk, the louder the charity, the smaller the soul. But there's one more topic the wise will always avoid in public. 5. Their fears and insecurities. While most people overshare their anxieties online hoping for empathy, the wise choose inner work over external attention. They face their fears internally, through reflection, not projection. They're not hiding, they're processing. Stoicism teaches us to endure and elevate, not complain and collapse. And because they master their fears silently, they move through life powerfully, which leads to the final, and perhaps most overlooked point. 6. Their knowledge or wisdom. Strangely enough, the wisest are never the loudest in the room. They don't dominate conversations. They ask, they observe, and they speak when it adds value, not noise. Why? Because true knowledge humbles. The wise don't need to prove how smart they are. They already know it. As Epictetus once said, only the educated are free. And freedom begins with knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Conclusion: true wisdom is silent power. In a world obsessed with noise, oversharing, and endless self-promotion, the wise do the opposite. They guard their energy. They protect their peace. And most importantly, they know that silence often speaks louder than words, because what you don't say says everything about who you are. So if you want to walk the path of stoicism, start here. Hold your tongue, sharpen your thoughts, and let your life, not your mouth, do the talking. If this video helped open your eyes to a deeper kind of power, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who talks too much but listens too little. Smash that like button if you believe silence is strength. Subscribe now to join this growing movement of stoic, self-mastered men. Let's rise above the noise and live with calm, clarity, and quiet confidence. See you in the next video. Stay strong, stay stoic,